Check this out right here. The Hawk. Got this from Kizer. Kizer. In this box, though, it's like almost a Vanguard box, isn't it? It's the Hawk. It's S45VN. Titanium. And they say the designer is Kizer, but it's not. It's Carlos Eltzner. They did contact me and say, oh, we need to correct this. And there was one other that they had accidentally put Kizer on. They hadn't put the designer, and I don't know why they hadn't. But these are brand new out. 3.4-inch blade. Titanium and a button lock. I don't know about a button lock. This one's titanium, and it's a flipper, and it's a liner lock. This is interesting, and there's some stuff about this that they're talking about, and I have not done a disassembly of this. Okay, so it's $169, but it's S45VN, and it's really nice. Titanium, and there were some questions I still have about it because I don't know the answers to them, and I still don't know the answers to it. Titanium mill clip, flipper thumb hole, exceptional stability and ease of operation. The dual stop pin ensures extra secure lockup. Well, I guess this is what they're talking about. Double row bearings. So, and I don't know if I got any pictures of the other variants here. If I can even get to that page. Well, there's your specs, okay? And they do say here that it's Carlos Eltzner, but on the box they just said Kizer, and it might have been something they skipped over on these early ones that were put out very quickly. Okay, so sheep's foot and hardness, maybe 60 to 62. I just find it fascinating because when I first got it, I didn't see that it was Eltzner that was the designer. And I thought, this is just an in-house Kizer design? They really did well. And then I'm looking on the blade and I'm going, hold on, somebody designed this. And that's when they got back to me and said, yeah, Carlos Eltzner. The Hawk, okay, there's easier to read in that angle. S45. This, what is this? I don't know. It's been out of the package for a while and it's not starting to patina. Otherwise, I would think that's copper. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's just coated. I have no idea. And you know what? Let's see if it's magnetic. Well, something under there is, but that's probably this liner. See this liner running under here? It's probably picking that up because it's going all the way back there. Back here, it really doesn't have any magnetism. See what I'm saying? I'm thinking, yeah, oh, if I get over here, yeah, I'm picking that liner up. But this is not magnetic. I don't know what it is. Okay, so not sure, but I think it stands to reason that it'd be a good idea to do a disassembly on this. 3.4-inch blade. It's just an interesting design, isn't it? And you go on the backside and then you go, what's all this? That's interesting, but they didn't do the speed holds on the back, just on the front, right? Of course, right-hand tip up only. It's too nice for left-handed people, isn't it? 3.5 inches, okay, blade. So 3.49, is that what they're saying? I mean, do we really need to parse these things? And but 7.8, let's say, 7.85 overall length at 20 centimeters. Ooh, it doesn't feel like it's that thick. It's 0.48, it's about par for the course at 12.2 millimeters, and then 3 millimeter, okay, 0.11, okay, 3 millimeter blade, that sounds about par. here's the liner, and it's not difficult to disengage. And then the flipper tab hits you in the thumb, and it's already over the detent. Boom. One thing for sure, this is definitely easy to fidget with, okay? Like that. And then do it like that. Finger flick, okay? So this is a great one for finger flicking. This is a great one for flipper tab. And let's check the detent. That ain't working, and I'm not, hindering it because it's not a frame lock, right? Okay. Okay, there it goes. Yeah, that's plenty. That's plenty. Ooh, baby. Yeah, it's holding on. Really, this is an interesting detent. Wowee. It's kind of an interesting sound. Yeah. Surprised at how inexpensive it is. I would think this would be more like $250. Seems strange, doesn't it? $169 if you get it with a, some kind of a sale or, or discount code, you could be in the $150 range. S45. Because I think it really looks pretty cool, and it's not thick. Oh, how heavy is it? I mean, it's got some heft to it, but I would expect it to. Wouldn't you? I mean, just this backspacer alone looks pretty heavy duty. 134 grams. Okay, it's not back over 2 ounces, maybe. Okay, 4.73. It's not 5 ounces, 4.7. Yeah, okay. There's a lot of knives that are 8 inches long that are around the 4.5 plus, range. So no, and it's a lot of handle. This is not real thin. Fit and finish is nice on this. It's just interesting all the way, isn't it? It's a different kind of blade. Look to it, and it almost does look like the Hawk, doesn't it? This, like the eyes and the head and all that. Whew. But it is stunning that this and this just really stand out at you. That's why I think it's nice to have just the regular silver one, don't you? But you can get one, I think, that's black. So that's also available. Yeah, and then they did a cutaway in here. For your lanyard, can lay down without it laying on top of the lanyard. And then look at all this micro milling, and look at this. This worked through here. Wow. And then the speed holes that are radiused out here. I mean, wow. Yeah, they went to some trouble, didn't they? Yeah, that's what I thought. It's very interesting, this whole design work up on here. Oh, God. So just take it by the hunks, won't it? Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, it's sharp. It's sharp. Yeah, no problem there, but it seems to let go and just drop real easy. Look at that. Just, yeah, wow. I mean, it is guillotine-ish, okay? So that's what makes this so fidget-friendly. There's plenty of jimping up there, isn't there? But what can you not do with this? This will be good for cutting down boxes, doing any kind of cutting task, actually. Wow. Yeah, that's nice. It's an interesting sound to it. Ergos are, it's just straight shot, right? Ergos are just fine. Reverse grip feels good in the hand as well. And what are we doing here? Where are we balanced? There's our balance point right there. That's not hard to find. Got a little cutaway in here, so if you're going to strop or sharpen, you're not banging into everything with your stone. Yeah. It looks all right. Interesting, yeah. Fine. I don't know. I mean, if they would have done speed holes on both sides, would that have been better? I don't know. Or maybe would it have been better had they done this pattern on both sides? Because they could have, right? I just thought it was kind of interesting that they totally changed the back, which doesn't give it a big feel of symmetry on the patterning, but the fact that they're doing something on each side leaves it to where it's not just a plain slab on the back. Drives me crazy when they do that. But the fact that they did put all this design work and this, I mean, machining into the back as well as the front, I like. And of course, the design flows nicely, and that's all you want to put in there. What am I pulling? I'm pulling something, man, I'll tell you. Yeah, I'm getting this thing to come off that, just a little bit before it finally lets go. But I mean, there's no real play there, but you got to pull, and then you get it to click away just a little bit. Something in here is doing that. That's interesting as well, but you don't feel it coming down. You don't feel it when you kick it out. That is strange. Very different knife, very different. Comes in this box, which is different in itself, really, than a lot of the other Kizer knives. And of course, zipper thing with the plastic, and then there's your microfiber cloth and your paperwork. So there, but with this flap going down, isn't that interesting? And this all the way on, just it's a different packaging. But you know what? Maybe to keep the price down on this dog as much as possible, which is, I think it's really well priced. Let's do this. Let's put this right here, and let's grab a hold of this. But let me go on the backside first just to see if it is. Ooh, well, it's not moving. This may be captured. Okay, well, there's the blue. Thank God they're not using the white. It is captured. It is captured. Wow, okay. Alrighty, now, let's see about these other screws. Are they? Yeah, they're number 8s. Not difficult to disengage there. Thank God they're not real difficult. Okay, there's that, and there's that. So what are these? Are these the same size? Yeah, they look the same size. Okay. It's all from that side. And then we've got a number 8 here with the pocket clip. But is that holding anything? Oh, maybe it's holding. Let me see. I'm going to go ahead and take that off regardless. I don't see where it's engaged anywhere. Wow. Okay. There it is. That's interesting. Now this should come apart, and I think it probably could have before. Let me get one of these little fids over here in case this thing doesn't want to cooperate, because we got a long stand or a backspacer. Ooh, here we go. Okay. Got a long backspacer. I just need to give it a little encouragement. And coming from here, here's this, but that's not magnetic, right? Come on, give me one of my magnets. No, well, that's heavy though. Think that's copper? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it is. It's sure holding its color pretty good because I've had this for probably about 10 days. Oh, I got it. Oh, baby, I got it. Okay. Well. We kind of exploded out into the universe, didn't we? There's those two stops. And you know what? I pulled it off from this side, and this was just so tight up against that stem, it didn't want to let go, and I should have been a little bit more, taken more time and persuasion, or just turned around and taken this front off, and that may have been my best bet. Let me pull the rest of this off. We got multi-row bearings, and yeah, see, this thing does not want to move. Okay, wow. And there's the back side of this. Okay, so this is the presentation side, and this is this, which will spin, and also it's a 3-part pivot, but that locks it up on the far side with this, and this is your liner that holds that. Okay, and then there's your back spacer, there's your pivot surround, here's your multi-row ceramic bearings, all in fine shape. You just keep the pry bar to a minimum, pop, and then it goes. Woo, baby. That was pretty wild. Oh, at least this surround stayed in place. Okay, you want to go back? No? Hell with it. Okay. That's the way to just put some TNT in there. You blow it apart. There you go. It's disassembled. See? You guys wasting way too much time on drivers and stuff. Lord Almighty, help us all. Here we go. Wow, that baby grabs a hold. So just keep in mind when that comes to play, it's playing for real, my friend. Oh, yeah, and oh, shit. See this piece here? That's not a ceramic detent ball. That is why we have that feel that I was feeling when I was working that blade. Wow, okay, so that's not a ceramic detent ball. It's like a little pillar thing that's right there. It looks like it's all one piece. They just machine it right there in place. And that's not unlike some people. I think Brian Nadeau has a kind of situation like this too that he does with his knives or his handmade ones, whatever. So, okay. Wow, that's interesting. That's not very often you find anything like that. So this was an adventure in disassembly, that's for sure. I would have thought it would have been easier, but this grabbed onto that stem and just, yeah, it made it more difficult to get this thing to let go. But here we are. Okay, now, let's get this out. Let's see what we can do here. This is weird. Okay, let's do this. Come on. Okay, let's get you on here. And let's go you. Okay, now, let's get this knife on here. Like this. That's how that goes. Okay, click. Wow. It just really wants to hold on, doesn't it? That's why it was so difficult to disassemble. It's really a press on there. I mean, it'll fling free once you get it on there, but it's not just drop on. Okay. So, what have I forgotten that I should have remembered besides this and this? And where am I supposed to go here? Yeah, this one here. Okay. So it should go like that. Holy shit. How does that go through? Yeah, just little. Okay, that's interesting, isn't it? Okay, now we got to plop this down and find all those places together. Hopefully. Okay. Interesting, but you don't want to come all the way through, do you? Okay. I think I'm going to draw you all the way through with this. And we will get you to comply. Wow, interesting. Go backwards till we feel we're on the right deal here. And let's draw you through. Okay. Are we good? Maybe this. Okay. Okay. We're going to get you settled one way or the other. Okay. Now I'm just trying to find out. Yeah, we're still going to be drop shutty, no problem. Okay, but these come from the back side. Wow. Which is another thing that I failed to point out. There's no hardware on the front. These screws come from the back. Oh, yeah, brilliant. Okay. Sometimes you're looking at the tree and you miss the woods. Okay. Let's get this dog in here. Okay. Hopefully we can get you in here. Okay. Let's make sure you're good and tight. Okay. And that is, I don't know if that doesn't look perfectly centered, which means we've got a little bit of work to do. Yeah, we do have work to do. We need to draw it further in. Okay. Oh, yeah, I guess we did have some more turns we could go. Wow. Ooh. That just feels like you're going too far. But you're not. Now we are centered. Now, it's still super drop shutty. I just felt like I was going too far, but this was backed off of that tube a bit, and so we're kind of compensating with this, I guess, because it's all coming off of this side. And it's weird that how difficult that seems. It seems like all that Java juice on that Loctite on that blade should have come loose already, but you know what? It's not interfering with this at all. And yes, for all intents and purposes, that's centered. Yeah, okay. Okay, we're good. Definitely guillotine-ish. Multi-row ceramic bearings. This knife gets stranger and stranger, doesn't it? Very, very different. Very different. Fascinating. S45, titanium. No screws on the front. The screws are on the back. They go all the way through. The way this lines up with this back spacer, it's got those little things that it just sits on to kind of hold it in place for the screws to go through. Wow. Okay. I get it. Yeah, whew. We took you to the mat, didn't we, buddy? Whew. Just crazy. Super guillotine-ish drop shutty nuts. And there's some, oh, I got something sticky on the bottom. Okay, never mind. Ah. Wow. Super fidget friendly, though. And there she be, the Hawk. Elsner design and very different in so many ways. Detent ball? You know, just the way this liner is set up with the way it captures the pivot. The pivot is definitely fitted in there very nice and tightly. Just, wow, it's a different kind of piece of work, but it's really inexpensive for what it is. I'll leave you to it, boys. Yes, we do love them knives, so stay sharp.